Ang TNC po ay nakikiisa sa sambayan ng Pilipino para sa isang mapayapang bagong Pasko.
Ang bagong Pasko ay simbolo ng bagong pag-asa. Ito ay isang pagkakataon upang ating mapagnilayan ang mga kaganapan sa ating buhay.
Ang diwa ng bagong Pasko ay hindi mararamdaman sa mga palamuti o karangyaan sa ating kapaligiran, kundi sa alab ng pag-ibig sa ating mga dibdib.
Lahat tayo ay nakaranas ng hirap nitong taon na to. Dahil sa pandemya, nawalan tayo ng oportunidad. Kahit na anong mangyari, pinipilit pa din natin makapagbigay ng saya sa iba. Yan ang diwa ng bagong Pasko.
Para sa akin, ang bagong Pasko ay hindi concerned sa handaan o sa mga regalo. Sharing, giving, taking care of each other. Sana simula ngayong bagong Pasko, ganun na lahat tayo.
Maraming salamat po sa new channel, Maligayang Pasko.
Christmas is always a reminder to have an attitude of gratitude. And that means sharing the love and appreciating everything that matters to you.
Christmas is a celebration of life.
And let us all be grateful that we are enjoying God's gift of life.
Ang bagong Pasko ay simple at payak, nakasentro sa ating pamilya at sa ating Panginoon.
I want to remind everyone that we should treasure the connection that we have. We have our friends, our family, and of course, Jesus Christ.
Para sa akin, ang diwa ng Pasko hindi nagbabago kahit kailan. Ito ay panahon ng pagmamahalan, pag-iibigan. Walang makakatalo sa pagmamahal na binigay sa atin ng Panginoon.
Maraming salamat po, The New Channel, Maligayang Pasko.
Ang tunay na diwa ng bagong Pasko ay hindi lang paghahangad ng mga regalo o mga bagong bagay. Ito ay ang pagpapahalaga sa mga bagay na meron na tayo at ang matutunang ibahagi ito sa mga nangangailangan.
Maraming salamat po, The New Channel.
Dapat din natin tandaan ang totoong diwa ng Pasko, si Kristo Jesus. Noon, ngayon, at magpakailanman.
Ang bagong Pasko para kanako, dili ang masigarbong pagsaulog, kundi ang pag-ambit o ginabang sa mga taong mas nanginahanglan ng panahon sa pandemya.
Ang diwa ng bagong Pasko ay ang pag-iingat sa ating mga sarili, pagiging ligtas sa kapamakan, at pagpapabuti sa ating kalusugan.
Maraming salamat po, The New Channel, Maligayang Pasko.
Maraming salamat sa New Channel, Maligayang Pasko.
Ngayong bagong Pasko, isabuhay natin at maging saksi sa kaganapan sa Belen.
What does the new Christmas mean to me? It means reconnecting. Reconnecting with the people you love, the people you care about, the people you have not spoken with in a long time, that always made you happy.
We should never forget, Christ is still the reason for the season.
The new Christmas for us is focusing on the basic unit of society, which is your family, and virtual togetherness with friends and relatives.
And of course, sharing your blessings to others in need.
Celebrate Christmas with full of gratitude.
Maraming salamat sa New Channel! Maraming salamat sa New Channel!
Ang Pasko ay tungkol sa pagmamahal mo sa pamilya mo at pagiging mabuti sa kapwa.
Christmas is the season of giving, but you cannot give if your hands are closed. So open your hands and your hearts and give. And your open hands will receive so much more.
Maraming salamat sa New Channel! Maligayang Pasko!
Christmas is the season of giving. It is best spent with our families. But let us not also forget that this is the celebration of the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Para sa akin, ang diwa ng bagong Pasko ay ang pagkakaroon ng mas madaming oras para sa ating mga pamilya.
Maraming salamat sa New Channel, Maligayang Pasko!
Christmas is always about sharing and caring, loving ourselves, and loving others.
Ang bagong Pasko para sa akin, malayo man tayo sa isa't isa, ang pagmamahal ay atin pa rin maipadarama. Maligayang Pasko po at manigong bagong taon sa inyong lahat.
Sa labi mo'y naglaon na ang iyong tuwa at saya, napalitan ng kaba. Itatanong kung may pag-asa pa. Ang hamon ng panahon ngayon, tayo'y pinaglayo ng pagkakataon. Ngunit di ka nag-iisa, huwag ka nang mangangamba. May kasama ka kahit nasan ka pa. Malayo man malapit din, ang Pasko'y darating pa rin. May luha man may ngitinin, basta tayo'y magkapiling. Sa mundong nagdidilim, tala niya'y maglilinig. Ang pagmamahal sa puso mo, ang diwa ng bagong Pasko. Sabihin mo ang bagong umaga, sa pagkakatapay bumangon ka. Sa Paskong darating, pangarap ay tuloy pa rin. Kapayapaan ang maghahari sa atin. Malayo man malapit din, ang Pasko'y darating pa rin. May luha man may ngitirin, basta tayo'y magkapiling. Sa mundong nagdidilim, tala niya'y maglilinig. Ang pagmamahal sa puso mo, ang diwa ng bagong Pasko. Kahit na magkalayo, ikaw ang laging nasa puso. Kahit nasaan ka pa, tama pa rin ang pagsinta. Ang pagsinta, malayo man malapit din, ang Pasko'y darating pa rin. May luha man may ngitirin, basta tayo'y magkapiling. Sa mundong nagdidilim, tala niya'y maglilinig. Ang pagmamahal sa puso mo, ang diwa ng panayo man malapit din. Ang Pasko'y darating pa rin. May luha man may ngitirin, basta tayo'y magkapiling. Sa mundong nagdidilim, tala niya'y maglilinig. Ang pagmamahal sa puso mo, ang diwa ng bagong Pasko. Pagmamahal sa puso mo, ang diwa ng bagong Pasko.
The new channel. The new channel.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers, They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the new channel, the new Christmas, here to help you see the new you. This is Jesse Francis Rebustillo, your host of this wonderful program, the HR Hotline. Welcome back to the HR Hotline. As mentioned, Thursdays are dedicated for HR consultation and sharing and for the job fair. So, Lloyd Luna, our producer, was asking me earlier, who are your guests? Our guests are our viewers. You can place or post your questions or some concerns in the chat box, or you can share with the questions that I gathered from our students that we will discuss on the show. This is actually the intention of the show, but you know, Tuesdays and Saturdays, we invite guests. Last time we had Othello Cales of the Philippine Society for Talent and Development, and it was a blast. So this time, I would like that this should be an engaging program as what we did for the past few Thursdays. Okay, first, Merry Christmas. I am now greeting you Merry Christmas because I am done with my decoration. I know Grace is here. Grace, inggit mats ako sa'yo. Mayroon si Grace na second floor and she has a stairs and she placed decor on the stairs. I love it, Grace. My God, you know this is a reunion. My two cousins are here and I insist that they should be here because this is the time faithful friends who are dear to us gather near to us once more. Leo, hug. Donald, you are there in Saudi, hugs. I am not going to Bicol this Christmas, but this show will connect me to my mom, to your Auntie Deli. But you know who are here? Grace Munoz de Sena. Why? Sinabi ko na magandang iyong ano. And of course, we have thank you, Maricor. Because I'm taking this, I still have my voice. Thank you, Lord. For the past few days, it ended yesterday, I have a series of webinars. Thank you, Lord. At least I have money for Christmas. But you know, before, my voice was actually the problem. But you know, I'm taking a supplement. By the way, Maricor, Femari would like to have also some. Jennifer is here. Jennifer, thank you for being here. And of course, June Sally from Jensen. June, don't leave because I would like you to join us in our discussion. Then we have here Maricor, June, Leo, Chino. Chino, one of the hosts in After Shift in the new channel. And then who else do we have here? Many. So I'm so happy that we can have an exchange, a conversation. Okay, so I'm going now to click on the comment section. Okay. Yeah, Leo, it's a rainy Thursday. But I am one of those that I usually see the positivity and the possibility. I don't call it if it's grit. We have that in our blood, Leo. Eh. I don't know if it is resilience, but I thank God when it rains because for my duck, for my plants, I was out there in the rain, in the rain. I was out there. I am one who is a little bit already sophisticated because I'm already here in Manila, but you cannot bring out the barrio in me. When it really rains hard, cats and dogs, ay nako Grace, ay nako Maricor, my age 64 with my tummy, I am out there in the streets dancing in the rain. Dancing in the rain. Yeah, you have to, maybe it's my Jessie Francis. I think the Francis in me, the Saint Francis in me, I don't know. Maybe it's there. It's in my system. Fratello tutti. I don't even, this is crazy. There are times that there are EPs. Sometimes I just pray to God, let the EPs hide the cockroaches. That is why some people will say, "Nako, si Jace is so strict." I am strict. Yes, I am strict because of my HR background. You have to balance yourself. But as far as my persona is concerned, I don't know if it was I don't know if it's from the Rebustillo. I think it's from my Lola who's a catechist. That even my helpers, even my neighbors, I don't know. Anyway, so let us start because time runs so fast. So Grace, now I claim that she's provinciana. Grace, tell us from what place? I know Maricor is from Iloilo, Ilongga yan eh. Okay. Okay. So last time we had a nice exchange on if you're going to be the one who's going to recruit your replacement. Remember? That was our discussion last time. Grace Baguio. Huy, Grace, teka muna. I just read in my feed, there are a lot of infection sa Baguio. Nako. And it's cool, di ba? It's cool. Okay. Okay, so let us start. Let us start at this time. This one, it came from my student in Econ. This is true. I don't know if I forwarded, I don't know if he's here now. My senior managers, so that only one or two siguro, are not productive anymore. Oo nga. They have been with the company for more than 15 years. Oh, what should I do? Yan. So that is the first consultation that we are going to discuss. I will try to read what you're going to post. So the problem is, it's an organization, and I'm very sure I know them. It's a medium. It's a small. They have around 200. So do you consider that small? Yes. And then their supervisors are already old and they're not productive anymore. So while waiting for your post, let me try to input. That is actually the problem. The problem starts in our acquisition and recruitment. And I know a lot of small businesses, especially family businesses, sometimes you just recruit whoever is not available, but there is a relation. That's the locus of control, your network. So you get people to join you, to be with you. Then they get old with the company, with the organization, and with you. And of course, no problem as far as their relationship is concerned, their loyalty is concerned. But as you grow, you have to be professional. You have to be corporate. You have to make sure of the returns, of the ROI. So the problem is they're getting old and then they're not productive anymore. So what will they do? Can I hear some suggestions from our guests, the viewers? By the way, you can share this now so that we can be a community sharing. Perhaps you can consider offering an early retirement program. Yes, yes. That is also what I am thinking. That is coming from Maricor. From Grace, go back to your existing performance management system. We'll discuss that, Grace. I love that. Are they meeting the standards? Are they measured on their KPIs? Oh, this is really very HRC, Grace. Do they have other skills where they can be more productive? If they are proven to be non-performers and they do not meet the standards, have a golden handshake. Okay, let us go into what Grace uh, ano, uh, suggested. I mentioned already the acquisition, but this one is performance system. So this is a small organization. So usually what we do are evaluation. Now, the problem, Grace, supervisors. I don't know if the supervisors are subjected to evaluation. But I'm telling you because I just had what do you call this? A webinar on this. Yung traditional evaluation are not anymore effective. Dapat yung sinabi ni Grace, yung performance management system. And this is, you must have your yan, magja-January na, yung objectives. And then, that is details niyan to do's. So that is your yearly, annual performance objectives. So that from the objectives, yun ang sinasabi ni Grace na KPIs, there are indicators or measures, then you can check if they perform. Although, subjected naman yan yung question ng performance management. Pero, that is still very effective now. May tahi pa nga yan eh. With the performance management, you can give them the performance bonus, which is a merit increase. So let's go back to that. Okay. Correct me if I am wrong, ha? Please add Maricor, Grace, who are the HR pa rin, and Jennifer. Ang una po doon sa ang bilis-bilis kung sabihin, ha, which is the annual objectives. Dapat mag-umpisa ka sa iyong job description. Sinabi dito ni Grace, Moniz Licena, traditional evaluation should be revamped. Right, I agree. And there are so many benchmark systems which they can review. Agree. So let us go back with what I'm saying. Mag-uumpisa po muna tayo doon sa job description mo. Dapat it has to be competency-based. So, paano natin malaman? If your job description is still task-based, duties and functions, medyo i-improve na po natin. For all those who are listening, please share this kasi para tayong nag-webinar. So, improve na po natin kasi you cannot do yung tinatawag natin na performance management system. Kung from the start, yung basihan natin, which is the performance description, ay hindi competency-based. Paano natin magiging competency-based? Mayroon diyang element na KRAs. So from the list of the task, i-group mo yan, alin doon yung key responsibility niya. Diba? So, ito, joke ito. So, yung list ng mga ginagawa ng secretary noon, although dapat ngayon wala ng secretary, ha? I will have one of these days to discuss that. So, nagtimpla ng kape, nag-prepare ng pagkain. Yung para bang, aside from the secretary, diba? Anong key responsibility area niya? Takes care of the boss? Takes care of the president? Gaya ba ni nung aming executive secretary sa Inquirer? Ay, by the way, happy anniversary Inquirer yesterday. I missed Inquirer. Anyway, so, si Tess, nagpe-prepare ng pagkain ni Ma'am. Sandy, mag-o-order. Ano ang key responsibility area niya? Hindi yung pag-order, hindi yung menu. Ang key responsibility area niya siguro to take care of the health. Diba? Or the well-being. Key responsibility area. So, I like what you said on the competency-based JD and performance. Balance it out with behavioral competence indicators. Yes, Grace. You know, we have to influence and tell this now to the world. Kahit na po kayo small, kahit na dun sa little bakery ko sa Malibay, hindi po task-based. Ang sinasabi ko, key responsibility area. And from that, meron kang, makikita mo yung measures. I only have a couple of people working in my small bakery, but I'm trying to do. So, sasabihin natin, maliit lang kami, hindi namin ito magagawa. Hindi. You can do it now. Change your job descriptions, yung list of functions into curious. Gaya ba yung aking nagwawalis? Ang task nila, magwalis, magponpon, maglagay dun sa ano. Pero hindi. Ano ang key responsibility? Isa lang. Malinis. Gaya ng aking boy dito. Pag sabi ko, I have a live stream, bahala ka na. So yan ang key responsibility area niya. Bahala ka na. And then from that, nandun na yung list of activities. Kasi from the key responsibility area, maglalaman mo yung KPI na sinasabi ni Grace. The measures. Now, you need that kasi para doon sa performance management. Para doon sa pag-annual, strategic planning ka, mayroong list ka ng iyong objectives. Diba? And then, you can evaluate it later on, quarterly or semestral, and then malalaman mo na kung they are doing a job. So, yan po ang gagawin nun sa mga taong medyo mahina na. Sabi ni Grace, I know of a well-known comp-ben manager and she used to have a performance review with her household help. I know, same here po dito. Dapat may performance review. Kasi, I give them, alam mo mga rewards ko sa mga katulong ko, cellphone, mga muscle t-shirt. Pero they should know that it is ayun nga, that is, aside from their basic salary, they get that for something that they have done. Parang sabi ko, ito, binigay ko ito sa iyo kasi you are taking care of me. Kung mainit ang ulo ko, you don't answer me. Yung mga ganon ang mga aking So, let's go back to the question. Mayroon ditong exchange kami ni Grace. Na-mention ko that about the secretary. Medyo malayo, pero ipapasok natin, ha? Totoo yun. I invited Michelle Cordero Garcia, and I heard in HRTX of Engelbert Camazura, na nagsalita si Jerry Plana on the future of organization and the future of HR. And ako naman, sinasabi ko ito po, kahit naman sa strategic plan. Kung binigyan mo po ng laptop ang iyong tao, especially the managers, wala na po dapat secretary. Kasi the laptop, yan na po yung clerical. Alam mo, ang secretary, dapat doon lang sa boss, executive secretary. Kasi both social, personal, and corporate, handle niya. Kasi executive na. Pero pagdating dito sa, sa mga mababa, marami pa yun. Marami pong matatagal. Ito huwag kayong magalit sa atin. Yung payroll master, in 3 years time, wala na yan. Kasi the banks can do it. The payroll, huwag mo naman tanggalin. The payroll masters can be upgraded. Diba? Yung mga drivers, it depends kung ang mga vehicles are company-owned. Pero kung nagbigay ka ng kotse sa isang manager, dapat huwag mo na siyang bigyan ng driver. Sa executive lang. Yan. Marami. Pero we discuss that in the separate. Kasi nandun tayo sa problema na unproductive na yung mga supervisor. Sabi ni Jennifer Nuya, how is productivity defined in the PMS? If someone can finish the job in 4 hours because of smart working, he need not pretend to stay busy and stay in the office 8 hours. Very millennial ka. Yes, papasok dito yung mindset, Jennifer, of productivity kasi ito na yung flexi time. If you can finish it, then you can do other things. That is now the problem of management. Kasi natapos na yung to do. Natapos na yung objective for the day. So what is productivity? I think nakikita ko dito, what I can feel, kasi nakausap ko ito, Jen, yung ano niya, yung mga supervisor niya are a little bit slow na, and they don't actually, parang they are not actually so engaged with the new ones. Kasi siguro, this is actually yung gumagawa ng mga mess at mga electrical connection somewhere there in the north. Malapit yan. Malalaman ninyo kung ano ito. Managing kumpanya ito, ha. Yung isang problem na nakita ko nito, yung mga supervisors nila ay medyo kapos na sa kaalaman. Kasi some of them are not actually engineers. E ngayon, lumaki na, they're getting engineers. Ay under na nila. So, para siguro nakikita na yung being unproductive. So, yun ang problema doon sa productivity. Alam mo, gusto kong ipasok, I would like to hear from you. Kasi, I would like to help. Anong gagawin niya? How about training? Makukure pa kaya ito ng training? Alam mo, when I was in Inquirer, be honest, si Maricor, nagtrabaho rin yan. Ika-Jen, nagtrabaho na yan. Si Grace, talagang mayroon 1 or 2 na medyo older, medyo nag-taper na. Yung tinatawag natin na, I will call that, yung Peter's Principle. It's already a plateau. You know, I pray to God, Grace, na hindi ko maabot yung Peter's Principle. It's all going like, my mom is like that, di ba? Meron talaga. In Inquirer noon, meron. Na it has become a problem na he's still there, he's just waiting for the retirement, and he's fast becoming unproductive. Ano kaya ang gawin natin ito? Magandang usapan ito. I need. So, see, we have here Grace, Maricor, we have here Jennifer. Leo, can you share? Sino pa yung nandito? I know si Femari nandito, but she doesn't want to share. Paano kaya? Alam mo, nakikita ko is first, so that will be a lesson. Try to get, ngayon, source and recruit people, kasi they can be your nasa rank and file, pero because of succession planning or succession, the person who is now there, you give them 5 years, 10 years, will be the supervisors of tomorrow. That's 1. 2, sabi ni Grace, there should be a performance system. So be it a small one or a big one, dapat. And then revamp if it is just the traditional performance evaluation. Dapat yung system mo should be aligned with your objectives. Pag sabihin natin na you would like to have an increase in profit of 10%, that has to be cascaded. Sabi rin ni Jennifer, what is our mindset of productivity, right? So this is now, the burden now is on the management. Kasi maybe you're just picking up on them, or na you have grown accustomed to their faces na naiinis ka na day in, day out. Maybe they're still doing their job. Kasi they're still coming. The mere fact they're still coming to the office, they're still engaged. So maybe the problem, it's a chicken and an egg. If you can find somebody who's unproductive, you always have to look at yourself. So if you find your supervisors unproductive, maybe management is a little bit also lackadaisical and lacking. Sabi rito ni Grace, I will go back. You reach for your level of incompetency, training will help. That's where interventions are needed. Coaching can definitely help. Done by a certified coach. Listen to their needs. Yes. Ang sabi rito ni Maricor, embark on a reskilling or retooling program, then be clear with deliverables and timelines and assess per month. Yun nga. Ayun na, I've been telling my students, sabi ko, get me, but I think they are They're trying to look into the, kasi siyempre mahal naman yun. Sabi ko nga, mura na nga yun. That is on my part. Pero to help, dapat they must have. Alam mo, nanganganak ha? Nanganganak. One is coaching. There should be, the management must be able to coach. Diba? And then also, mag-mentoring. But mentoring is a very tricky program. There should be a training the trainers for mentoring. Oh, Aldrin, you have something here. In places an effective Aldrin Estalie. Am I pronouncing your name right? In place an effective professional training and development program where employees can take one role to another, it will provide professional personal growth. Yes. Alam mo, this will now be an integration of things that you can do, and one way is training. If unproductive, the system should allow implementing a PIP or performance improvement program. I will add to what Maricol said, measures for the next 3 months. Yeah, we are not talking here of the problem of my student in ECO. Yung estudyante ko nito, matanda na to ha, he's already around 50. And it is, as I mentioned, even in Jennifer, it is a skill or will problem. Following the rudiments of the art of war, if your people didn't perform well, it's your job as a leader to help them the best you can to succeed in their job. If all your efforts fail, then it's time to implement your contingency plan. Which is, sabi nga ni may handshake, the golden handshake, or early retirement. But yes, going back to Aldrin and going back to Jennifer, training, at ang sabi ni Jennifer, it's now rest on the management. You're right. You are right. Because I can just imagine yung mga small and medium enterprises na family owned. Sometimes nga you don't go to the office, you just call. Or the sanite, the scion, the son, or the owner comes to the office, sits in his room, diba? And just let operation. Parang what you do is just to see if they're doing their work. I can imagine. I know. I have a lot of friends or even relatives who are like that. I like that. Na yung I have to mention, they go to the office, maaga yan, naka-confine, naka-isolate doon sa room. Tapos, they just let. Tapos meron siyang CCTV, just let, parang nagko-control lang. So, sabi ni Jennifer, art of war. Now, it's your burden to really, what do you call this? Anong tawag na? I'm looking for the right word. You really instill in them. Kasi I don't want to say train. Kasi they are part of management. Pero siguro train pa rin. You really have to coach. You really have to push them. Na yung para bang I think a leadership program is needed. Can you help me there? Yes, you pronounce it that. I think there is a leadership program. Embark on a cultural transformation program. And we're not talking now anymore of my for everybody. I don't know if Ayala Corps or BPI or the big companies or Gokongwei Group, do they have this? Parang wala. Kasi they're always on the lookout for this. So siguro these are the small and medium enterprises wherein sometimes nami-miss na yung mga key supervisors na when they grow along the way, the tendency is we see them unproductive already. Yes, Grace is na bata pa ang 50. Oo naman. Oo. So yan yung estudyante ko. So parang apat ng elements ang na functions ang na-discuss natin. One is that one of acquisition, which is it's a preparation. Hindi kasama sa problema. The other one is performance management. The other one is, yes, a training and development that includes coaching and mentoring. And then, this one is the culture. That's one of Jennifer. Yung ng productivity. And then, yung management. Sometimes, can you help me, Grace and Maricor? Rina, nandiyan ka na. Si Rina is a consultant. Rina, sumali ka rito. That is why it's important for SM. Rina, di ba ito ang trabaho mo? Yan ang trabaho ni Rina, professionalizing family businesses. Ladies, meet Rina Rivero. Kaibigan ko yan. Love ko yan. Kaya nga Rina, di ba? Alam niya ni Rina. Nasabi yan dito ni Rina. Yeah. Yan ang problema Yang sometimes, yung family business, ang dami niyan. From the spa, to the yung nagkakat ng hair, to the bakery, to restaurants, di ba? And then, mayroon kang statement lang, ay naku, itong aking supervisor, mahina na. And then the tendency is to not talk with them. Di ba ganun ang nangyayari Yung parang nagtatampo ka. Pinagtampuan mo yung tao mo. Kaya may point si Jennifer. And it's the art of war. I've read that. But it's more the burden of management. I remember Ma'am Sandy before. Si Ma'am Sandy talaga, there were times na mabibigla ka. She just passed by my office. Not to check chit-chat, but I know for a fact na umikot yun Umikot yun. The mere presence is enough to check. That's one. Pero mas malalim yung sinabi ni Jennifer, yung dapat gawin natin yung coaching and mentoring. Ay siguro, ano kaya kung, help me here. Ano kaya mag-usap muna sila? Rina, nice meeting you here. I did that for one business. It was an uphill battle because some habits die hard. Totoo yun. Alam mo, Jennifer and Rina, yung nagpadala nitong question is a friend of mine. Kaya nga siya friend of mine. Naging certain, naging And yun nga, it's so difficult to change habits, especially if it is, family business. Kasi ang sasabihin, the business is still there. The enterprise is, continues. Even you or without the coaching and the mentoring and everything, the enterprise continues. Pero nafe-feel niya na may problema na nga. Jennifer, you hit it spot on. Command responsibility. True. For all, if you will share this, even for HR, sometimes you don't have to really put the blame to your, people. Kasi, the blame is actually sa'yo rin Sa'yo rin. O gaya ba, si Jojo, yung isa kong katulong dito. Hanggang ngayon, hindi pa nakakauwi. Sabi ko, umalis ka rito. Sabi ko, huwag kang umalis. Ay, hindi ko galit. Pero sabi ko, you have to take care of me. I am a diabetic. I am a senior citizen. I am really scared of people coming here. Sabi ko, magpapasuap ka nga. Pero, yun na nga yun Nakita ko, right, Jennifer, nagkulang ako doon kasi sabi rin nung adopted siya ko si Perlo, sabi, ikaw kasi pinaabuso mo You're so kind. Yun. Great to see you here, Jen. Meron na tayo. Every Thursday, magkikita-kita tayo rito. And then we try to infect. By the way, 12:41 na. Let's have the short break. Do not leave kasi we will try to conclude on this. Okay? Welcome. So, Jennifer and Rina, nag-meet dito. Then, Maricor and Grace. Okay. Then, Aldrin. Then, we have my cousin. Okay. So, let's continue. We are actually many here now. Okay. Can we have direct the break? Makapagalitan ako. Direct, and we have as quickly as we can the poster to invite them to watch the TNC shows. Yes, this is Christmas and you have more time to spend with yourself, your me time. It is the best option to tune in to the TNC shows from the big picture up to one day. What you do is to log on. You know, I was checking my English. Log in, log on, log up. You know, the one is correct. I look into the Inquirer style book, log on. So log on to the TNC so that page or site so that you can watch the shows. And if you want, I can send you the playlist of HR Hotline. So you can see Maricor, Grace, this, and they have been my guests. And of course, okay, can we go back now, Direct? And of course, just last one, wonderful interview with Ophel or Carlos. Ophel was nag-PM sa akin, Ophel. She's giving down some comments. But Ophel, it has to be in the chat so that we can read it. Okay. Okay. So let us continue. We still have around 45 minutes. It's my pleasure we can say that again, but these pain points make the work more meaningful and fulfilling. Ano yung Jen? Ano yung Jen na sabihin ko? Yung change of mindsets. You know, lahat tayo na nandito, including me, ha? I don't know, si June, Ismail Sally kung nandiyan pa. Hindi nag-join na. Sally is in Jensen. In one way or another, I don't want to claim it, but we're already seasoned. Diba? Seasoned. And just like Rina, Jennifer, Maricor, and Grace, nag-ano na tayo, nagko-consultancy na tayo. Kasi consultancy nga, it's actually sharing what yung knowledge na hindi mo yan mababayaran The wisdom that you have now, naku, hindi yan mababayaran kasi these are not theoreticals anymore. This is actually the lessons of the past. What do you like to share? Okay, so going back, yeah. So there is really now a need to really professionalize yung small businesses, small and medium enterprises. Diba? You know, naalala ko tuloy, yung Go Negosyo, they are coaching and mentoring them on the business. But I don't know if somebody is mentoring them on the HR side, on the taking care of the people's side. Diba? Ay, may sinabi rito si Grace Moniz and the payback time. Yes, Grace, which is why I'm doing this. This is why, payback time. Payback time. Yung alam mo, Grace, this is the time na you have a lot of things in your head that you would like to share. Sayang na hindi mo ma-share. Okay, so let's go back to the problem. So what shall we do if really you can really sense, feel, diba, that the people that you expect to be with you, to be supporting you, your supervisors, but they are already unproductive. So sabi nga ni Jennifer at ni Rina, tama. It's the burden of management. Si Rina, I know, this is why yan ang advocacy niya, trying to teach small businesses, owners of businesses, to professionalize them. Look into the aspect. Sometimes, doon sa Baldridge, what do you call that? Yung four, ano tawag doon? Anyway, people, operations, marketing, and finance, balance scorecard. May oras nakikita lang nila, it's finance And then namimiss na the people managing, supervising, taking care, namimiss yun. And that is actually the problem kasi your supervisors are your front liners. Diba? They have to represent management to the rank and file and also represent the rank and file to management. So, Aldrin, can you still input ano kaya ang magandang learning and development? O yung dali-dali sabihin coaching dapat may trainer's training. And then it should be management who should coach. Ang dali-dali sabi sa gawin ang mentoring, but there are a lot of mentoring programs that are not effective. Diba? Okay, kasi yung mentoring, dapat siguro ito outside. Somebody from the outside who should mentor na that. Kasi I can't just imagine people who are about 50, they don't like anymore to attend mga trainings. So they have to really be inspired, motivated. And I think a one-on-one mentoring will do. So, ano pa kaya? Leadership siguro. Pero yung leadership program na ilan yan? 2, 3? A small group. Or maybe ipattend ng mga public seminars. But sometimes public. Yes, train the trainer program to leadership development and change management. Oo nga eh. But Aldrin, sometimes these are companies that wherein you only have around less than 10 supervisors. Diba? Or 1 or 2 and 3. So you can just imagine what will be the program that you are going to tell them. Ngayon pang alternative work arrangements. Pero I know this is a factory, they report. Sabi ni Jen, regular employee climate surveys and focus group discussion. Yes, for a more advanced organizations, dapat mayroon. Pero Jen, itong alam ko, Jen, itong mga regular employee climate surveys, mayroong oras cut and paste. Mayroong oras, they don't really change the questions. So, regular nga, they've been doing it for 15 years, the same question, year in and year out, na-memorize na nung mga tao. So, itong mga climate surveys, of course, this is for HR, this is for OD to know the needs. Your TNA, your needs. But sometimes you have to make it a little bit creative, innovative. Kasi the people ang nakikita, yung nagpa-needs analysis niya, wala namang nangyayari. Wala namang. But for the problem nung supervisor, this one can do kasi this can be an entry point of management to remind the supervisors na, look, this is the climate that we have. I'm not more inclined into complaints. Kasi di ba, Grace, we are not supposed to do that anymore. Yung mga brainstorming, yung mga bull session, we should not be do that anymore. Nakakatuwa si Rina. They have to get a consultant. Yes, Rina, sinasabi ko nga, ibibigay ko yung lahat ng pangalan natin. Tapos ang sabi ni Jen, focus group discussion. One is, dapat, sabi nga ni Aldrin, a trainer's training. Pero kung hindi, they have to get somebody from the outside to do focus group discussion. Kasi it will really, it will affect. It will affect. Especially if these are supervisors. Alam mo, it's the same feeling that I have also in ECOP, that mayroon akong student somewhere in the South, Santa Rosa. Wherein, nagka-union nga, they invited me to do the training at the time, a few days before the election. Pero sabi na, naging mabait daw, naging mabait. Pero yung ganun din, ang mga pasaway, you call it pasaway, problems with concerns are the supervisors. Okay, there's a new tool, team coaching. Oh, talaga, team coaching. Oo nga, Grace. I know that. Yung parang para kang nasa mga, yung group dynamics. Yeah. But you have to really select dito siguro, Grace, ha? Kasi, dapat dito, Grace, yung sinabi mo, very seasoned ang mag-facilitate. Kasi malay mo, pagdating ng oras, nag-away-away tuloy sila. Ito mga open space, mga team building, even team building. Baka I know of kilala yan, Rina, kilala mo yan, and Jennifer. I know of a trainer sa PAPS. Nag-chismis na tuloy. Pero nagpa-team building. Pagkatapos ng team building, nag-away-away yung nag-team building niya. So ingat tayo dun sa mga team building. Pero no, I appreciate that, Grace. That is one good thing that you know. A focus group discussion and then team coaching. Yeah. So what is ICF is now defining the final competencies for team coaches. Will you share with that, Grace? Bumalik ka nga rito and share mo sa amin yan. Yeah, you know, with that, I'm reminded. I crafted, I designed a webinar. Yung the new competencies for HR, the new competencies for leaders. Wala pang kumakagat. Nag-iba talaga. Nag-iba ang alam mo, competency based. Nag-iba yung competencies ngayon. Para bang everybody is talking about resilience. Everybody is talking about agility. Hindi naman na-spot on kasi hindi naman nakikita kung ano ang mga competencies for agility. Ang dami kang sinasabi. Okay. So going back, kasi isa lang problema tuloy, ang dami ko pang problema rito. Next Thursday, ang pag-usapan natin yung nag-hire siya ng pregnant. Ito, ano ito sa consultancy ko to? Nag-hire siya ng pregnant. Marami siyang tanong. And then I have another here about, yung separation pay. So, please be around on Thursday. So, let us try to one more for each. I would like to hear everybody who's here in the room, what are your thoughts now that we have? So, dapat tumuha nga ng tama. Parang hindi na nga talaga pagdating ng oras. And then, yung succession planning kasi yon. Then, dapat nga mag-train. Dapat nga hindi kaya compensation benefit, Grace, nabababaan na siya ng sweldo niya? Or, hindi compensation, hindi kaya yung rewards management? Ano kaya yon? Yeah, think of a small and medium company na medyo malaki-laki na, and wherein there is somebody there who is not anymore engaged. This is actually an engagement problem. So, ano kaya ang dapat na maitutulong natin? Kasi I am going to share this later on. And I'm very sure this is a common problem of HR. So, coaching, pero dapat magpaturo sa atin ang coaching. May team coaching na nga si Grace. Then, dapat siguro mag-mentoring at may leadership. And sinabi na nga ni Jennifer, dapat may, correct, willpower of management. Then, sabi nga ni, what do you call this, my friend Rina, you really have to get somebody. Alam mo, for all my friends here, let us try to influence them. Because they always think about the cost. But if they need one, ask help. Alam mo yun ang wonderful with Inquirer noon. Kasi mayroon kami mga consultants and they pay expensive. Kasi hindi naman Pilipino expensive. Ang sabi ni Grace, great interaction, everyone. And then they seem to be demotivated, but the manager should pin down on the root cause. Yeah. Yan ang gusto kong malaman. What are the root? Charis, late ka, Merry Christmas lang ang mo. Ang dami na namin na pag-usapan na, Charis. Charis, next time maaga ka, Yun nga, what is the root cause kaya? Sabi nga, nakikita ko, I can sense what Jennifer is saying. The root cause is on the will. Yun nga sinasabi ko pumapasok. Nakikita ko rin yung sinasabi ni Rina, the root cause might be hindi well-trained. Yeah, alam mo naman these are family businesses from the father, lumago, and then binigay sa anak. Sabi ni Aldrin, I think this will go back to the vision and mission. Right ka, Aldrin? Hindi ko natanong. Malin mo nga pero parang mayroon. Aldrin, pinadala sa akin. Are the people alive? That is the tanong. A lot of organization, they just like to have a vision and mission para lang masabing mayroon. But is there any effort, kahit lang dun sa onboarding, sa orientation, or na this is the vision. This is the time. Kasi this is the strategic planning time. Are the people aligned? How do we plan to go further enhancement. Yes. Okay. It's gonna be costly for them in the long run that getting consultants now. Right? Right, Rina? Alam mo sometimes, hindi yung quick fix eh. Kasi ganito, pero ako owner, nakita ko may problema na. And then I'm thinking na it is costly. But this is your bread and butter. So you have to fix it. Para bang ako nakita ko na may sira yung aking tiles o may sira yung aking ano. Ngayon it's costly. Hindi pa pwede. Kasi that's part of the house. Tumutulo yung tubig. So ayusin. And what do I get? I will fix it and I don't know it. Hindi. Get Rina, get Grace, get Maricor, get Jessie to help you. Hindi naman yan forever eh. Ang naisip naman kasi siguro yung consultant is forever. It's gonna be costly, sabi ni Rina. Okay. Jojo, ba't si Leo at si what do you call this? Si Donald are the Rebustillo side. Jojo, ba't ngayon ka lang nag-watch? So before anything else, management has to discern, assess existing talents. Right. Maricor, hindi ko pa nababasa yung mo, kasi succession planning. Hindi na dapat maulit. Do they still love their work? Doon yung sa may problema. So dapat mag one-on-one siguro. Are they still inspired? Move forward with the next steps. Retool, reskill, coach. Yeah. And let go for early retirement. That's right. Alam mo, there is that, I would like to inject in all of this, if that's the problem, inspire people to live. It's a paradox. Inspire people to live. Para bang ang sasabihin mo? Because I did that in the change management in Inquirer. Wherein, there is, ako mismo, there is life after you leave. Sabi nga last time yun, when a door closes, windows open. Diba? Pero tama itong nga sinasabi. Tapos, maligayang I think this will go back to the vision. Might it perhaps not the vision and mission, might it be the new direction and the company is taking. Kaya nga, alam mo, Jennifer, you're correct. Dapat mag-strategic plan. Can all of us promise dito, sa lahat ng mga kilala natin, let us influence them, mag-strategic plan. And you may not know it, it will actually inspire the unproductive people. Kasi malay mo nga, wala ng direction. You're right. You're right. Then, of course, yes. So, it's so nice to have interaction like this. Let's have this again on Thursday. Marami pa po. I already have 5. Kasi ang ginagawa ko, I ask my students to send me their concerns. And kung may concerning po kayo. Hi, Jen. Yeah, it might be a factor in every change of direction. People, employees should always be, I'm reading it, aware and let them know that they are still part of the growth unless decided. Through Aldrin and Jennifer. There are times you are left behind. You are out of place, ikaw yun. Pero ang mahirap yun, in the course of working there, it's so routinary, para bang you feel you are not part anymore of the system, of the process. Diba? So sometimes, yung siguro na para bang, anyway, alam na yung gagawin ng mga bago, and they are all smart aleck. And so I'm here as a supervisor, nabigay ko na yung instruction, then I will just sit down. I can still, they are couch potatoes. So, siguro they have to look back into Aldrin, very good, they have to look back and let them be aware that they're still part of the growth. Sabi, si Charis may sinabi, I am sure there are a lot of doors to be open. Of course naman. Aside from windows. Dito sa bahay ko, Charis, 1, 2, 3. 3 doors. Yes. Okay. So, my dear friends, it's already 1:03, but we still have, siguro skip ko na lang yung isang direct. Do we still need to have the break? So let's end this up and then we'll just have the break. Okay. So, thank you very much Maricor, thank you very much. Grace, Jennifer, Rina, Aldrin, Leo, Donald, yung nanonood na, yung makapag-ano si Ophel. Ophel, next time, join us. And si Femery, ang dami po natin dito ngayon. Si Jojo, here. Let's again see each other. Of course, watch me on Saturday and on Tuesday. Pero yung ating interaction every Thursday. And you know what we do? We forward this, and your inputs are read. And this is one way of sharing. So Merry Christmas to everyone. Again, thank you, Maricor. This is why I still have my voice. And then see you, Jen and Rina, in our Christmas party sa Pops. And then Ingit ako sa decor mo, Grace. And to my cousins, take care. Hugs. And my nephew. Okay, so this is it, ladies and gentlemen. One, what I gathered from our discussion here, ask help. If you have that sense that there is something wrong, ask help. Ako, I still have mentors. Every day, I call friends. Siguro sa sunod si Grace. Ngayon, it's family. And sometimes if I call them for second opinion. Si Lloyd, Rina, and Jennifer, I call them. Then, that is doon sa management. And then the will. May-ari ka. You own it. You don't just say, oh, that guy is already not working. Kasama mo yun eh. It is just like your wife who is not anymore inspired. It is just like your children who are already misdirected. It is not their problem. It is also your problem. It is also your problem. Then, comes na yung mga binigay ni na Aldrin, ni na Maricor. If worst comes to worst, then the golden handshake daw or the early retirement. But there are a lot. Performance management, evaluation, FGD, coaching, mentoring. But again, don't do it if it is not correct. Not just sabi mo, we have that. Gaya ba kahit na team building, don't do any team building when your purpose is just to go out and enjoy. Diba? Ngayon, kailangan ng team building kasi synchronous. If you know what is synchronous and asynchronous. So the point here, yes, that problem is universal. We can see that the Peters principle, the tendencies for people to get unproductive along the way, but it's actually engagement. And it comes from within. So I think you're not really going to check on the person's competency to perform what is expected of him. The first thing that you have to check is on his emotional intelligence. Kaya yung nasabi kanina na awareness if he's still needed. And that is, I think, the root. May sinabi ritong, matapos na ako, sasabihin ko pa rin, nakakainis talaga si Jennifer. Humility is the new normal, correct, Jennifer. Taylor has said leaders can continue to be leaders only so far as they remain humble enough to ask for help. Yes. And here we are, this community that we can also share what we know to those who are in need of help. Thank you very much. I can now greet you Merry Christmas because my decors are already done. And then I already am preparing what will be the menu because I will be spending my first Christmas here in Manila. Just imagine that. It's a change. Because all Christmases before, I have to go back to Bicol. But I decided that the Zoom meeting will do. But Maricor, listen to this. This is really wonderful. God has really planned this. Just imagine that we have this pandemic. After we have these tools, that we can really relate and be with our loved ones, even online, but the passion is still there. So it's just telling us na what is only missing is the touch. But the engagement is there. So going back, medyo napalihis tayo. I think yes, maybe the manager or management has to start to touch the heart of the supervisors so that bumalik ang sigla. Inspire them. It's an engagement and motivation problem. Anything that is about performance that is tapering, there can be a lot of analysis or factors that you can look into. But I love what Grace told us, the root. What is the root? Can be relationship, can be a problem. And management, correct si Jen, must look into this. So yan, thank you very much. It's very engaging. Thank you, my friends. This is Jesse Francis Rebustillo. Just marvelous